Hello everyone, this is Rotarian Sanjay Dugar, your host for the Rotary Sunday series, where we bring in experienced leaders sharing their thoughts, their ideas, the way they have done things in the past so that you can excel in all that you do or lead. Thank you. This time, we have our DGE, Satish Madhavan, with us. And he's going to be talking about
the club experience.
The club experience. I'm sure that's a topic which is of high interest to all of you. So let me start by asking you, why is this so important from your point of view?
I think post-COVID, clubs have lost out on the club experience. And I believe that it's time for us to get back to the Rotary that we all know and that we all grew up with.
Wonderful. I think COVID did teach us a lot of lessons, and it's also now time to get back to that enjoyable fellowship that we used to enjoy in our club experience. So if you had to share some words of advice based on your experience, especially focused on club experience, what might they be?
What I've realized is that when I came into Rotary, I think my first point of contact or first experience of Rotary has always been what happens at the club, right? And that is what turned me from being a member, paying member, to becoming a Rotarian. And I believe that in the last 4 or 5 years, that aspect of Rotary has been diluted.
I see that.
So, my experience has been that I've enjoyed going to the club every week. I've enjoyed the fellowship that we used to have amongst our members. I've enjoyed the speaker meets that we had. And of course, the family get-togethers. So all this actually makes up the club experience.
Absolutely. You feel like you belong there.
Absolutely. A sense of belonging is, it happens at the club level.
Absolutely. That's your first contact point, like you said. So that's wonderful. And perhaps maybe a few incidents from your life that really was very inspirational from club experience point of view?
Well, one thing that I can recollect very early in my Rotary journey was having a speaker over to our club. I was still very new. I was a charter member of my club. And when I attended that speaker meet, it kind of triggered a thought process which I had not experienced in the past. So this was just a 20-minute talk, and it spoke about the internationality of Rotary. We were not used to knowing it from a macro perspective. We were more at a micro level. We just joined Rotary. So this made a lot of sense to me, and I felt that, I really belong to an organization which is making a difference in the world.
Wow, that's a powerful experience, and just a 20-minute talk.
Just a 20-minute talk.
Wow. So such talks, I think if it can be held more often in different clubs, it certainly will make a difference.
Absolutely. In fact, I just returned from the International Assembly, where all the governors come together. And the incoming president, Stephanie Urchik, she is completely focused on the club experience.
Oh, okay.
So she's talking about, almost like it's back to basics. Can we all get back to our clubs? Can we all have the fellowship, the kind of projects that we do at the club level? That is what she's trying to focus on. And it makes a lot of sense because we've just been through this pandemic. And today, when you look back, everybody's life has changed.
It has. It certainly has.
And Rotary has changed along with that. So I guess, I think we're perfectly aligned with the President's vision that we need to get back to the club.
Absolutely. Get back to the club level, make the club experience a delightful one, and thereby engage all the Rotarians. So as a final thought, any special guidelines that you might wish to share so that other leaders can be inspired to do things at the club experience?
I think the first thing that every leader in Rotary can do is to get this into their minds that we need to focus on the club experience.
We need to focus on the club experience, right? Make that a priority.
And to inspire others, especially the incoming leaders, the presidents of the clubs, and inspire district teams to work around their plans and programs in such a way that there is better participation enhancement across the board. See, for me, it's important to reach, it's like the last mile connectivity. Are you reaching the Rotarian at the club level? Are you reaching a Rotarian who feels he's not engaged? And if we can do that from, top down, instead of expecting it to happen from bottom up, I believe that will be a very clear sense of direction for all the clubs that we lead.
That's a powerful message. It's the job of the leaders to reach out to that last person and build that engagement, engage all Rotarians. That's a powerful message. And I'm sure that people who are watching this video, I'm sure will benefit from thinking about this and finding ways by which they can do it at their clubs. But thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. And we are hoping that this will really help engage all Rotarians.
Thank you, Sanjay, for having me over. It's a pleasure being there with all of you all, sharing a few tidbits that I can share with my own experience. And I believe every Rotarian is doing a fabulous job. And I want to wish all of you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we really look forward to having you soon in our next episode as well.
Thank you, Sanjay.